Hello Virgo. So let's go ahead and get started. I know a lot of cards here today. I was hoping for a short reading too, but the angels always have their own plans. So I was hoping to do like just 3 cards each for like 2 situations, and they had something else in mind. So what we are doing, and they had me shuffle and prepare a couple other decks. So prayed over the cards, shuffled them, asked that each of you receives at least 1 message. What we're doing is we have 4 different situations. And what we do is we start off with the first card, which is what the situation is. Then these new whimsical cards of mine that are quite lovely. Those are the things that you're not aware of. And then the last 2 cards, now some of these you'll see that there's multiple cards because when shuffling 2 cards came out, so they want you to have 2 messages. Those are to be the activities, the things that you're supposed to do in order to repair the situation, move forward, turn things around, shift things. So, and then they're going to do, we're going to use the Doreen Virtue cards at the end to get an answer to a question that each of you has. So we've done that before in the past where you think of a question that you want. So let's say you're a person and you're in situation 3. You think of a question that you have, and then I'll go ahead and reveal that card, and that will be the answer to your question. So let's go ahead and get started. So situation 1 that we have up here. Okay. So they're saying that this is regarding love, because they're saying home is where the heart is. Love. Archangel Michael, he is the angel who actually watches over twin flames. There's the infinity symbols in there, you know, representing eternal divine love. At the bottom of that card, 21, the world, it says a job well done, joy, contentment, gratitude, a path toward enlightenment. But what they're saying is that you have this love, this person, that you have this connection with, very strong, solid connection, feels like meant to be connection, but you're stuck and you're not moving forward. And they're saying that they have given you the world with this person, and you have all this intuitive guidance that you're receiving, that this is what you're meant to do, this is who you're meant to be with, but you're not moving forward. And they're saying a number of you are stubbornly stuck because there are things that you're like refusing to see, refusing to release. But they're saying the big thing is, okay, so you've got this love of a lifetime. Like when you boil that number down, 21 boils down to 3, it's divine love. For some, it could be a love like a, you know, like a twin flame, trinity between God, divine masculine, divine feminine. But, or it could be soulmate, but that this is it's a divine love. You know that this person's meant for you. They're saying a lot of you have been receiving a lot of intuitive guidance, a lot of information. They're saying the angels have been really trying hard to get your attention and really trying to get you to acknowledge the insight that they're sending. So there's been, for some of you, a lot of synchronicities, like things that are just totally undeniable. So like maybe this person, you keep hearing their name in multiple conversations, or you see it on signs, or maybe you keep seeing numbers, because the angels will use numbers a lot of times to get us messages. Like right now they're telling me to add this card, that one, and that one together, which 252 boils down to 9. Okay, they want me to, where's my book? Okay. So I have this Doreen Virtue Angel Numbers book, and they want me to read for you what number 9 is. So, get to work, light worker, now. The number 9 means that you've completed all the prerequisites to achieve your life purpose. Stop procrastinating, as it's time to start taking action steps. Even baby steps are useful. So, you know, the angels will often talk about and talk to us with numbers. And even now, they're saying that it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to step forward. They're saying it's time for you to take a step through that door that you know you're meant to go through. But they are saying that a number of you are really just stuck. And they're saying a number of you are refusing to see it. And a number of it's because of things from the past, things not letting go, not balancing emotions. What they're saying, the thing that you're not aware of, we have this card and it's got this home, kind of like on a garden spike, you can hang plants on it, but it's got this home, and on the bottom it says no place like home. And what they're saying is the thing that you're not seeing and you're not aware of is you're being called home to this person. So this is a person that you're fully in sync with on all levels, all pages. You have a lot of the same beliefs. Many of you have a lot of similar experiences with that person, but it's full of love, unconditional love. It's safe, it's secure. They're saying for many of you, it's a love that's also reciprocated, because some of you have been in relationships where it's been unrequited love, which has hurt you and what's kept a number of you stuck. But you know, when you're when you're in a good relationship, you know, it elicits a sense of, you know, safety, security, comfort, love, familiarity, like you're going home to where you're meant to be. And so they're saying, what you're not aware of is that this person, they are your home. So in order for you to move forward, the two cards that we have over there, and I'm not going to hover my hand above them and mess these up, which is why I've got them laid out, because there's so many of them. You have two cards of, you know, what they're recommending you do to move forward. You have get grounded and then clearing. Now, get grounded, you know, grounding, and in the, you know, spiritual woo-woo world, we, you know, wear all types of stones and crystals and things to get grounded. But getting grounded is really just something to, you know, strengthen your connection to the divine, to get that clarity. So, you know, getting grounded is something as simple as taking a walk outside, breathing in some fresh air, because that gives you the clarity that you need. It helps you calm down, it helps you relax, it helps you acknowledge the intuitive information that you're receiving so that you can take action and move forward. Sometimes it also heals you, it empowers you. But when you're out in nature, you really do open up that clarity. It makes things very clear. And they're saying that those of you that are in this situation, you are at a point where you have to get that clarity. And they're saying actually it's quite obnoxiously obvious, but you need to move forward. And they're saying for some of you, you need to, like, as far as get grounded, you need to like ground your decision. So they're saying for some of you, this is regarding love. It's regarding moving forward in a love. And you've been overthinking, analyzing, contemplating for so long. You know, you've made your decision in your mind, but you haven't brought that decision to reality. You're not taking action steps. You're not, you know, putting your foot down, putting your foot forward and taking those action steps. They're saying that this is the time to do that. Now, for some of you, they're saying that this is, you know, listening to your heart and your emotions, because they've got this one little bubble over there. It looks like an EKG. And then on either side of this, they've got a negative and a positive. They're saying for some of you, you know, you need to balance your emotions. So this home, it's on the spike, so it's held up high. So they're saying for some of you, you've been hurt in the past by someone where you think a happy home, a love filled with, you know, unconditional love isn't achievable. It's out of reach. Because of those things that you were told that aren't true, you've believed them. So now you have this opportunity of a lifetime, this love of a lifetime, tons of signs, they're just ready for you to step through the door. But because you're holding on to those things from the past, you're letting your emotions run away with you. And you're letting your emotions take you to a place of doubt and fear and worry, and you're immobilized in fear. So for those of you in that situation, they're saying you need to clear that fear. Let it go. You can do that by, you know, going outside, taking a walk. For some of you, talking with close friends and family. And for some of you, if it's tied to a past partner, lover, spouse, you need to let that person go. Because if you see that card clear and she's like looking to the left, that's often an indication of looking to the past. So she's looking very sad, forlorn, she's got her violin held down, her music's just flying off in the air. They're saying that some of you have let someone in the past steal the music, the joy in your life. And it's time to turn around, let that person go, let those emotions go, to move forward to the new home that they have prepared for you. Okay, so for those of you that are in situation number one, we are going to pull a Doreen Virtue Angel Answers card, again with all these shuffled and prayed over. So think of a question. If number one is resonating with you, think of a question right now. And we are going to flip over a card to give you the answer to your question. And you have, hold that up. You have yes. So whatever your question is that you have in your mind, the answer is yes. And I'm going to read the book, because even though that's pretty straightforward, you know, there may be something you can take away from the book. So let's see and hear what they have. Okay, bravo. The decision you've made is the right one. There's no need to continue to sort through additional options. You know what to do, and you should move forward with your plans. You've made the correct choice for your personal growth and development. However, some decisions can be a true challenge. If the task ahead of you is daunting or even sad, then proceed with your plans in a way that is life-affirming and self-loving. Ask your angels to be with you every step of the way, and don't hesitate to call upon friends and family for support. So hopefully that helps those of you in situation one. So let's go on ahead and move on to situation two. So what the foundation is, or the situation, we have King of Earth. It says at the bottom, a successful time I think you guys, I've got it close enough, yeah, that you can see them so I don't have to lift them up and mess up the whole spread. It says a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch, and then we also have the card sacrifice. And so what they're saying is that some of you are in a situation, or you're about to have a situation occur, where there's an area in your life that you can't control, but everything else is going beautifully. So you have the magic touch with every other area. So say, you know, you're wanting to start your own business and you're trying so hard, but it just keeps escaping you on how to be able to do that. And you're beginning to feel as though you've just sacrificed a lot of time and effort for naught. And a number of you are frustrated because, so there's two rainbows in here. So a number of you are really frustrated because it's like everything is magical, everything's just coming together. So you got, those of you who say this is a, you know, trying to start your own business, you've got love life going well, family's going well, everything's going well, except this is one area that you're stuck for. For a large number of you, they're saying that this is love related. That, you know, work's amazing, family's amazing, life is just magical, but you just can't get things to come together in your love life. And even though you had these high hopes, it's just not coming to fruition. So they're saying it's time to let go. So the situation, the challenge is that you're having a hard time letting it go. Because they're saying right now is the time to just surrender and to let it go. Because if you let it go, then you're open to receiving. Because maybe you're trying to put a round peg in a square, and since you're so focused on that, you're not giving them an opportunity to bring in something that could be potentially better. And maybe it will still be the same opportunity, but it's going to come in a different way than you're expecting, or maybe a different time, or maybe they're going to shift it and tweak it and you're going to go a different path. So say some of you, maybe you're trying to start a Reiki practice and it's just not working. Everything else is amazing, on fire, but this Reiki practice, you just cannot get it to click. And you keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying, but you have one challenge after another, and you just feel like you have no control over it. Doors aren't opening, it's not moving forward. It's because it's time for a change. It's time for you just to let that go, because maybe you're meant to open a practice where you're doing quantum touch energy medicine, or maybe you're meant to be doing a different type of energy modality medicine. And so maybe it's just not clicking and coming together because there's just one piece that you're supposed to be doing something different. Similar, but different. And for those of you that it's love, maybe it's time to let that person go, because we all free will. And you know, you may want that so bad, but that person may not. So it's time to let them go, because then you give God the opportunity to bring someone in that's better meant for you. But you need to open up that space, because they're saying that the big thing with this situation is you're stuck because you're not letting go. Now, when you total these numbers up, because they're telling me total these numbers up for all of these from here over, when you total them up, they come up to the number 7. 7 talks about, you know, being on the right path, life being magical. And things haven't been feeling magical because there's just this one area that's just totally frustrating you. And the problem with that is when you're frustrated and you get in this place of feeling stuck, it decreases your energy, and it can sometimes bring you to a negative, depressed, down state, which can impact the other areas of your life. So what they're saying is, the thing that you're not aware of is, and you had 2 cards that came out. And the first one was time for a nap, and the other one was blessed. And time for a nap, you know, that card is talking about, you know, stepping away from things, taking a rest, a temporary pause in action, allowing your dreams to rise and come to fruition, being free of the things that are shackles for you, like lists to do, you know, things that are keeping your mind busy. It's also a card of, you know, not trying to force things, just letting things go, withdrawing from relationship, withdrawing from action, withdrawing from the situation, so that things can happen as they're meant to happen. And the card blessed, you know, if you look at this card, you know, she's sitting on the moon all alone, and she looks very sad. So does the fox. They both look sad. But the blessed card is talking about, you know, something wonderful and unexpected that's going to come to fruition. It's like something completely unexpected out of the blue that's being orchestrated by the divine. But in order for those, you know, the Red Sea to part and those things all come together magically, naturally, you have to be in a place of gratitude, of love, which is hard when you're frustrated with things that aren't, you know, moving forward. So what they're saying is, okay, so for those of you that, let's say this is love. Say you've been trying so hard to have a relationship come together. It's just not working. It's just not coming together. That what you're unaware of is that by separating and letting it go, you will have some temporary sadness. You're going to feel alone because you kept thinking and hoping for this so much. But that by letting it go, you're opening up and letting God bring in whatever's best for you, and the angels bring in whatever's best for you. And you're actually going to be surprised, because they're saying, you know, since you've been trying so hard for so long, you just created a huge block. But now by just letting go and trusting God, trusting the universe to just either bring in a new person, or if they're going to transform it, turn around, but just letting go and letting God, you've removed those blocks. So yeah, it can be sad. It's hard to do. It's hard to walk away from that person. For those of you that this is a career thing, it's hard to walk away from that, you know, goal that you had, that vision that you had. But by letting it go, you're not aware that something unexpected and magical is going to come in. And you don't have to do anything for it. All you have to do is let go. Now, the cards that we have down on the end, we have cloak yourself in light, and then we have listening. So this is one of the messages that's for me, that I actually took action for yesterday. So for those of you that have been listening to my readings, I am a twin flame, and I have been in this dynamic for almost 5 years. Love him to death. But as most people with twin flames, you know, keep hoping, praying, visualizing, and no matter what I do, it's just not coming together. You know, we come together, we take 2 steps forward, we take 12 steps backward. And it hurts. It hurts. And it's, you know, it's painful to feel isolated and alone all the time. Because, you know, I have been, and most people in this dynamic, you know, I think, okay, it's finally going to happen. But then I'm always stuck alone. I'm always stuck out in the cold alone, feeling that it's not, you know, it's unrequited love. Even though I can feel differently, like, you know, listening to my intuition, listening to my heart, I can feel that he feels the same for me, but there's no physical proof of that, and it hurts. And I'm stuck growling. There's a cat walking by my deck, and the dog's getting a little protective of her area. But at some point, be it a twin flame, be it a soulmate, be it a really strong relationship that you have, at some point that other person has to put in some effort. Because relationships are both-sided, and it's a thing of energy as well. You know, be it a romantic relationship, you know, relationship with a family member. If you're constantly giving and you're never receiving, it's not truly a relationship. It's one-sided. And for some people, it can make them resentful and angry. Now, I don't have that because they've got love in there. Because what I feel for him is unconditional love, and I wish him the very best and want nothing but the best for him. But I finally had to pray last night and tell God, you know, apparently this isn't meant to be working. It's not working. No matter what I do, it's just not working. So I'm letting go. Because if it's meant to be, God, then you need to figure it out. Because I'm not figuring it out. And I'm tired of being alone and sad and just wondering where this is going. So I want him happiness and love. I want happiness and love. Gotta let it go. Because at some point, and what they were telling me in this message is, for some of you, be it soulmate, twin flame love, at some point you have to love yourself enough. That card, cloak yourself in light. At some point, you need to love yourself enough to set boundaries. My great-grandma would say something like, you know, it's time to shit or get off the pot. But at some point, you do get to that point. No matter how much you love that person, it's either time to move forward and make an effort, or it's not. Because we can't force our will on someone else. But we do need to love ourselves enough to know what it is that we want in a relationship. So like for me, I want unconditional love. I want that to be reciprocated. I want to enjoy life together. I want to do things together. I want that. I deserve that. So I have started listening to my heart. And so for those of you that are in a situation, be it love, and for some of you, you are in a relationship where you've been going back and forth for so long, and it really is a time that you just need to let that relationship go. Let that go. Let that person go. Love yourself enough to let go so that God can bring in what you deserve and that what you want, that you need. Because if you listen to your inner knowing, no matter what the relationship is, you know that it's not working. You've been getting signs, and maybe you're getting signs that, okay, yes, this is a divine, amazing, miraculous relationship, but maybe that person's just not going to move forward. You could sit in this going in circles for another 10 years, another 20 years, the rest of your life, or it could magically come together tomorrow. But to just follow your heart. Don't stay stuck in a place of unhappiness. Don't Accept things when things aren't what you want and desire, and give God the room to make that magic and do those things. And for some of you, you know, this is, for some of you, you know, you don't need to let the person go. They're saying for some of you, you've got this person, this amazing love, and you've got family members that are, you know, or friends that are telling you, you know, let that person go, but it's not time for you to let that person go. You need to hold on to that love. Just listen to your inner knowing, your inner guidance, and follow it. And for some of you, what they're saying is, you know, cloak yourself in light. That's really talking about positivity. Really is what that is. So say you're frustrated because you got a business that's not coming together. You're trying to make a career change. It's not coming together. You've got this love. It's just not coming together. Well, you get in this dark, sad, depressed, for some people, state. That just causes more blocks. And it's really coming from a place of fear, because, you know, light is love, fear is darkness. So if you're afraid of not having your dreams of a career come true, or if you're afraid of not having this love of a lifetime come true, you will block those things from happening. So what they're encouraging you to do, if you're in situation 2, is to wrap yourself in love, wrap yourself in light. Think about what you want. Listen to that inner knowing of, what do I want? What do I need? And let go. Listen to that inner knowing. Let God and angels know, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need, but I'm letting go completely of this person, this situation, and letting go and letting God, so you can bring whatever's meant for me into fruition. Because if you let go and let God, it will be magical. And that is the thing that they are saying that you're not aware of, is by taking this time to relax. For some, it is going to be painful and hard in the beginning, but you're going to be amazed at how blessed you will be very quickly by letting go and letting God take the reins. So, those of you in situation 2, think of a question. Do you have it in your mind? Okay. So we're going to flip over one of Doreen Virtue's responses. And it is within the next few months. So let's put that down. And I will read the book, because you may derive some meaning from that than the obvious. So it says, in the next few months, what you are asking about will occur. Divine timing means that other people's free will choices are involved. So keep the faith while all of the pieces of this puzzle will come together and the situation resolves itself beautifully. So hopefully that helped you in that situation. Now let's see. Situation 2. How are we with time? Oh boy. Okay, let's see if they'll speed this up for us. Okay, situation 3. Okay, so we have the dreamer. That's like a card of being at ground zero, the beginning of making your dreams come true. At the bottom of the card it says a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Now if you add those up, 12 and 1 and 11, 11's pretty cool. It's if you're seeing 11 a lot, look it up. It has a lot of synchronistic meaning. But it boils down to 6, and 6 is a number from the angels talking about, you know, not worrying. Don't worry or obsess about material things, including money, because when you worry, it lowers your vibration and it lowers the effectiveness of your prayers. Because essentially what you're doing is, let's say you're worried about money, and base chakra, that's all about, you know, things at the root. You know, your base chakra, it's about the things that you have. It's, you know, stability, money, love, home, safety, security. It's those basic needs that you build upon. So let's say you're worried about money and you keep thinking like, oh, I'm not going to have the money to pay my bills. And you keep fretting over it and fretting it over and fretting over it. And you keep praying, you know, God, angels, help me, help bring some money in for me to pay my bills. But you keep worrying about it, which is really what you're doing, is you're telling God, okay, I don't really believe that you're going to answer my prayers. I really don't believe that's going to happen. And it blocks things. So this is 6 too. So for those of you that were going to come up on situation 4, if you're in 3 or 4, let those worries go. Let the worries go. You'll be provided for, you'll be taken care of. Now, okay. So for those of you in situation 3, you have this new opportunity, or you're about to have this new opportunity come before you. And they're really encouraging you to take a leap of faith and go for that opportunity, jump toward it. Now they're saying this is a variety of areas. They're saying for some, they're pointing out this card over here, play. There's heart. So for some it's love. For some it's home. It's family. For others it's work. So they're saying for home, residence moving. So for some of you it's related to residence moving. For some it's related to love. And for others it's related to work, career. So this is covering a large number of areas. But you've got this opportunity of a lifetime to have your dreams come true. If you look here, there's a pot of gold. It's magical. You've got unicorns and, you know, butterflies and rainbows. I mean, it's an opportunity of a lifetime to bring you everything that you've wanted. But you're not moving forward and taking that leap of faith for it. And the thing that you're unaware of, we have the card 12, which is a change in the wind. And that's talking about, you know, an unseen change that's been initiated, a storm, something that's going to come in and shift things. Because, you know, as humans, it's hard for us to like resist change. Like if you look, this is zebra, he's again looking to the past. So for some of you, say it's about love. You're afraid to move forward, you keep looking and you're stuck in the past because you don't want to change. You're resisting change. And just that it's human nature. We fear change. So we want to stay constant like stripes on the zebra. But we can't do that because, you know, life is filled with change. The only way for things to transform it and improve is to go through change. And what they're saying is for those of you in this situation, you're about to have something occur that is going to shift things to the future for you. It's going to take your perspective from the past and flip you around and get you focused on where you should be focused. They're saying because life's about to get very interesting for you and very blessed. What they're saying with a gift from God that you're going to be getting. If you look at that last card, the opportunity card, there's a woman, she's got her arms stretched out and there's this star, kind of like the North Star, above her head. And they're saying that you're about to have an unexpected gift from God opportunity, which for some of you, they're saying you already know what this opportunity is, but you're staying stuck and not moving forward because you're stuck in the past and not wanting to make changes. But something's going to happen that's going to have you truly see this gift from God that's being presented to you and propel you forward. So don't be fearful. They're saying it's a good thing. It's a positive thing. It is going to have miraculous outcomes. So don't be worried or afraid. Now, what they're encouraging you to do with that card, so you have play and you have opportunity. And play, they're saying some of you that are in this situation, you just keep beating the same old drum. So whatever it is that has you stuck, be it, you know, you're at a job you just don't like going to, you're miserable at the job, but you're fearful of making a change and shifting and taking that leap of faith to go toward a career and, you know, that you've had dreams and hopes of doing. So you just keep beating the same old drum, going to the same, you know, job that you're miserable at every day, not looking forward and not making that change. Now, for some of you, where it's love, you've been hurt by someone in the past. So like the zebras look in the past. So someone's hurt you in the past. You can't get past that. And they're saying the same thing. You keep beating the same drum. They're also saying for some of you, it's destructive behaviors, like behavioral routines. You keep doing things the same way because you're stuck in the past and not focusing on the magic of the future. But regardless of the situation that you're in, you're stuck. You're stuck. You're afraid to move forward. For some of you, it's causing sadness. It's causing depression. It's causing loneliness. And even here, he's looking at the past. So for most of you, you're stuck because you're not going to let go of the past, is what they're saying. That's the problem. So for some, it's money worries, things that have happened in the past. There's a dog here. Dogs represent loyalty, like your loyalty was deceived. So for those of you that this love thing, you're afraid to move forward with love with someone else because things weren't as they seemed. For some of you, you believe the things that you were told, but you're just, because Zebra and him, they're both looking in the past. But they're saying because you're stuck in the past, you're unhappy. And they're saying beating that old drum's not going to bring your happiness. But in the meantime, until, okay, because they're saying the thing is for your happiness, you've got to take a leap of faith. For many of you, they're saying you already know what the opportunity is. So for a large number of you, you already know what it is. You're not taking a leap of faith and taking that jump for it, which they are encouraging you to do. And they're saying it's out of fear. So the play card, what they're saying with the play card is you're worried it's not going to work out. For some of you, maybe it's the career change, you're worried about finances. But it's just a relentless, never-ending battle that you're doing uphill, but it's a battle that you're playing in your mind. They're saying it's just your own thoughts that are keeping you stuck, because they're saying many of you, you've received a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicity, a lot of validations to move to the future and move toward that opportunity, but you're staying stuck. They're saying you've caged yourself. If you look here, it's the gazebo. They're saying you've caged yourself in this place of unhappiness. So in order to shift that, they're encouraging you to get out and go do something that will just bring you some joy. Just go have fun. Do something silly. Have fun with friends. Go take a walk outdoors in nature. Jump in a puddle. Do something fun that's going to make you laugh. It's going to bring you some joy. Because once you can raise your vibration, because some of you are in like a depressed state and you're having a hard time seeing any way out. And although they've made it very clear for you, you're like not even turning around and shifting your perspective to even see that. They're pointing out this figure is bright white on top of the horse, and they're saying they've tried to illuminate the way, and it's almost like they're waving, turn around, come this direction, but you're refusing to see it. And for many of you, they're saying it is because it's just you're fearful of the change, you're fearful that things won't work out, you're fearful you won't be provided for. For some of you, you know, you're fearful that your needs won't be taken care of if you change this career or start this business. For some of you, you're fearful that this love you feel for someone is not as genuine as you are perceiving it. But what they're saying is to not be fearful. Go out, have fun, because what that's going to do is it's going to help clear your mind. So instead of getting stuck in these negative thoughts and fearful thoughts that keep playing over and over in your mind, it's going to open you up to listen to that intuitive information that you've been receiving so that you can move forward and get yourself. They're saying for some of you, get yourself out of this slump. Well, they're saying for all of you to get yourself out of this slump. Get you to stop beating the same old drum. And for a number of you, it's to get yourself out of the state of depression so you can move forward. Because they're saying the thing that you have to do is you have to open up and receive that opportunity that's been a gift from God. They're saying it's time to do that. So, okay, that's it. So let's go ahead and pull an angel card with an angel answer. So if you guys can think of a question you have real quick, get it in your mind. Do you have it? Okay. So your card is, if you believe. It's pretty. It has the Merkaba on it. It also has the medical insignia on the top. So what they're saying is you have healed. So for some of you, say it's love. You've healed. Your heart's healed. You're over that past experience and those things that hurt you. It's your own thoughts that have you stuck. So let's go ahead and pull out the book real quick and read that to see what it says, because there may be a message in there for you. What you need right now is faith. You can have what you desire, but you must believe so that it can be so. Stay positive and visualize the outcome you're hoping for. Set aside all negativity or pessimism in favor of a sunny outlook. The law of attraction brings to us what we expect to receive. If our perception is that we deserve great things, then we will attract happiness. If we fall into doubt and don't believe in our own self-worth, then our experiences will match that energy. Believe in yourself and your cherished dreams. Hopefully that helps. Now, last situation for... Ooh, 2 red cards. Okay, so we have situation, we have 10 of fire. At the bottom it says too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. And then we also have firm foundation. Now these cards, we total those up, those are 6. Again, same thing, don't worry. And now typically, this would be talking about, you know, your foundation being rocked because of too much going on at one time. And in this deck of cards, the red cards, they represent, you know, things in the physical. They're saying for those of you that are in situation 4, you're trying half-heartedly to work towards establishing a solid foundation with your home. So they showed the couple, they showed me the infinity symbol. Okay, it's about love. So what they're saying is, okay, so if you're in situation 4, the situation is you are trying to establish solid foundation, but your emotions are out of balance because he's looking to the past. So for those of you in this situation, you've met the person that you'd like to move forward with. Okay, there's a small number of you that have not. So most of you have met the person. Small number of you have not. but you will very soon. The thing is that's holding you up is you're stuck to stuff that's happened in the past, the hurts that you've had in the past. So here you're trying to build this rock solid foundation of love with someone who is, those of you that met the person, that is a rock solid foundation. The person that you should build that with, that you can, they're saying that you can count on. For some of you, it's a divine relationship, but you can count on it. It will be rock solid. That person's meant for you, to know that. But you're stuck in these emotions from the past. So what they're saying is your emotions are totally out of balance. And because they're so out of balance, you're fearful of moving forward. The card that we have that, you know, is what you're unaware of, it's mending. It's 52. And it's a card talking about, you know, forgiveness, making amends, healing arguments, communication, you know, because, you know, each time we hurt someone or allow some hurt to pass through us, you know, it causes misunderstandings. It's can accumulate, you know, an unwanted burden. It keeps us chained to the past. It keeps us chained to the pain, the painful memories. It echoes any resentments or things that have been said to us in the past. So what they're saying is that what you're not aware of is that you have to mend these things in order to move forward. So you have to heal these wounds. You have to let go of old hurts. You have to release, forgive. You have to bridge that gap that's separating you. So for some of you, there's been miscommunications, arguments, lack of communication with that person. For some of you, it's impacting your relationship with someone because of not allowing past wounds that have been caused by someone else. So not necessarily that person. They're saying, so some of you have been in a love triangle. So some of you have been in a love triangle situation where you had a person to move forward with, you didn't, you went back to the last person. That person in the past hurt you. You want to move forward with the person you're meant to move forward with, but you're fearful that it's not going to work out because of what's happened in the past. They're saying being ashamed, fearful of sharing the truth. But you don't have anything to worry about is what they're saying. Because for those of you in this situation, it's a divine love. It's watched over by the heavens. Now, some of you, they're saying you're ashamed and afraid to move forward with someone because, not necessarily because of a love triangle, it could be, but they're saying because the person who hurt you in the past, you're believing the stuff that they fed you, which isn't true. So you need to let that go. You need to heal those wounds. And for some of you, it's accepting. There's something tied to the truth, like you're not accepting the truth. They're saying energy needs to be cleared, things need to be cleared. Oh, you need to forgive yourself. So for some of you, this is talking about forgiving yourself for things that you did, that you didn't do. But what they are saying for all of you, that what you're not aware of is by forgiving, for clearing the air, for moving forward, to letting those things go, the relationship will be mended very quickly. And if you had those two numbers up, they're saying, well, they told me add them together. It comes to 7. And 7 means, you know, divine magic, the path you're meant to be on. So move forward fearlessly, because you're not aware that if you just change your perspective and let those things go and take that step forward, it's going to be magical. And all these worries that you've had in your, because they're saying it's emotionally, so it's an emotional internal battle that you're fighting. Because the moment you stop fighting that internal battle and you get your balanced emotion, get your emotions balanced and change your perception, you'll be able to move forward and it will come together. Because they're saying for a lot of you, you're so afraid that this is not going to work out and not going to happen because of things that have been said between the two of you, because of things that have happened to you in the past. So you're stuck in your own head, but it's going to be magical if you can just get out of your own head and move forward, they're saying. Now, you have 3 cards that popped up on what to do. Your first card that came up was meditate. It's number 22 at the bottom. And then you have dreams and truth. So, now it's funny that it says meditate. You would think I'm a person that meditates. Not really. My meditation is each night I sit down and I pray, and, you know, I am thankful. I pray to God, you know, I'm thankful for everything in the day. And then I ask what I should know for the day. And also in my prayers, I ask for people that need help, or, you know, anything I need help with. But that's my extent of meditation, is just then asking, okay, God, what do you want me to know today? And if they haven't already told me, because I already hear them talk nonstop all day long, then they may give me some nugget of information, which just, You know, when you can really tap into that intuition and trust it, life becomes so much easier. Like the work is gone. They do everything for us. So what they're saying is trust. They're saying trust your heart. Because they're saying time is of the essence. You're almost out of time. Because you got the time glass. You've got in the center of his chest, it looks like a clock. And if you see him, he's got different spiral insignias on his body. And they're saying to stop letting your emotions spiral out of control. Because it's causing you confusion. You see he's got 2 arms, and it's causing you confusion of not knowing what direction to go. And since you're uncertain, you're stuck in one position. You've lost all of your faith and your hope, dove down there. You've let the demons in your head get the best of you. You got a snake on the top. But this is, it's divinely watched over. It's watched over by the heavens. They're pointing out the sun, that 8 infinity sign, and I think you should be able to see it because that's pretty close. Yeah. So the infinity symbol, which represents unconditional love, eternal love, it's in the middle of a yellow globe that looks like a sun. So what you're not aware of is it is watched over by the heavens. There's nothing to be fearful of. So they're saying your hopes and dreams that you have, move forward fearlessly. Trust that inner knowing that you've already been receiving, that internal guidance that you've been getting, and move forward on it. Now, for some of you, it's going to be moving forward to clarify, communicate, clear up the air, because you have the card Truth at the end. And again, it also comes back to your hopes and dreams. All these things that you want are at your fingertips. It's just a matter of you moving forward, listening to that inner knowing that you've had, that you have, and moving forward. For some of you, that's going to be clearing, truly clearing the air with the other person. Speaking your truth, communicating. Now, for some of you, it's going to be, you know, speaking the truth to yourself, they're saying. So for some of you, you have someone in the past that you keep holding on to. You just can't let go. Now, for some of you, it may not be that you can't let them go because you still want to be with them. It could very well be that you can't let it go of how bad that they hurt you, and you're fearful it's going to happen again. But you're not accepting the truth that they did do that they weren't meant for you, that it was simply a lesson. And you're just not seeing the truth of it, which is why for some of you, you can't fully let that person go, let that experience go and move forward. So you're going to have to face the truth within yourself so you can move forward. And for some of you, it's going to be communicating the truth with the other person. But by seeing that your dreams are within reach, you've got some hands up there, they are. Your hopes and dreams are right there. Everything you've been praying for, it's right there. All you need to do is shift your perspective, listen to that inner guidance, that knowing, that information they've been giving you. Either face the truth yourself, communicate that truth with that other person, and your dreams will unfold. Allie, no one's here. And it won't be, they're saying it won't be that hard. It really won't. It'll be magical. They're going to help you with it. And they're saying they already have. You're just, you've had trouble trusting the guidance that you're getting. Okay, that's it. So think of a question. If you are in situation 4, we are almost done. Think of a question that you'd like an answer to. I'm going to pull you an angel answer card real quick. You have it? Okay. So you're, that's funny. It's take action. And put that there. Where is that book? Let's see what it says in the book for you. Okay, take action. The time has come to take action. Your angels are waiting for you to take the next step so that they can assist you along the path to your dreams. Well played. Do away with procrastination and uncertainty. In your heart, you know what to do. Get going. Whether you're focused upon career, relationships, or some other topic, the fulfillment of your wishes isn't going to just fall into your lap. You must be actively focused on the pursuit of what you want. So, hopefully that has helped all of you so that you can get unstuck from all these situations. Because if these are applicable to you, they're very easy to fix. So I do wish you all the very best of taking these action steps so that you can all get unstuck and get moving forward and kick off the fall on a positive note. I wish you the best, filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.